Thanks for tuning into Dirt Bike Channel. Here's the deal. This is part 6, so by now you're pretty much up to speed. What you really want to do in this arena is find something that you like. If that's 4-stroke, great. If that's 2-stroke, great. The point is to find something that puts a smile on your face and go out and ride. If you guys look down in the comments from episode 1 and episode 2, you'll notice that there have been a lot of people that are on one side of the fence or the other. And I've tried to respond to as many of you as I can. The point of these videos was not to just come down and exalt one bike way over the other, a 2-stroke over a 4-stroke or vice versa. The point of this that I want to bring back home is that you can't really make a wrong decision. If you're going to go 4-stroke, great. If you're going to go 2-stroke, great. The main thing is find something that you like, that makes you happy, and stick with it, because they both have some really great offerings. Are you familiar with the term groupthink, where everybody just kind of does the same thing just for no reason, just because no one's thinking outside of the box? I kind of felt like that for about the last 10 years, where everybody was just riding a 4-stroke, no matter what, and for every purpose, it's just, we're going to ride 4-strokes. The reason why we leaned towards 2-strokes so heavily in the first few videos in the series, and why we've still favored them a little bit towards the end of the series, is just to give you an alternative viewpoint. Everyone already knows that 4-strokes are amazing. What a lot of people don't know is that 2-strokes are amazing too. With the 2-stroke, the reason why we leaned more heavily to where we favor the 2-stroke is because there's so many people out there in the last decade and a half where the 2-stroke has just been kind of poo-pooed on, like it's a piece of garbage, and that the 4-stroke is the new thing and it makes the 2-stroke obsolete. The point of this video series is to offer an alternative viewpoint, saying the 2-stroke is not obsolete. It's still a great option.
Here's an idea. Maybe you should ride what your friends are riding.
No, seriously, Karen brings up a good point. If all your buddies are riding 4-stroke and you're just getting into this, you probably ought to ride 4-stroke. If all your buddies are riding 2-stroke, maybe you should go that way. But even more, if everybody you know is riding a Honda, you might be able to interchange some parts with them, and that could be a good thing. For some guys, the 4-stroke may be the better fit, and that might be because of who you're riding with. You may have a bunch of buddies that are all on 4-strokes, and then, hey, 4-strokes, go with 4-strokes, and some of the time your parts will interchange.
And that goes along with the brands. I mean, it's the same thing as, I feel like any major brand that you purchase these days is going to be a solid bike. Everyone has their advantage, disadvantage, but ultimately you should ride, generally speaking, what your other buddies ride, because, for example, we ride KTM is not because we feel like KTM's the best bikes in the world. It fits us. It's what makes us happy. We like them. But it also means that, if something breaks on a bike, we have the parts interchangeable. Right. I mean, the only thing versus the 300 XE and the 250 is essentially the cylinder head and the piston. Other than that, everything else pretty much can fit.
Yeah, everything is interchangeable. And so when you have a part broken, when you're back at camp, if something breaks, if we break something, either I've got a part or Sam's got a part that we can put on either bike. So that's, it kind of helps to stay closer to those things. Newsflash, I'm not riding KTM just because orange was my favorite color growing up as a kid. I'm riding KTM because they make a bike that perfectly suits exactly what I want to do out there when I'm riding that bike. They make a bike directly designed for the type of riding that I want to do. You need to find a bike that does that for you. That could be Suzuki, it could be Honda, it could be Yamaha, it could be KTM, it could be Husqvarna. It might be 4-stroke, it might be 2-stroke. But find a bike that suits your needs and suits your riding style. We're riding KTM right now solely because they make bikes that fit our exact riding styles. At the current time of this filming, Honda does not do it. Kawasaki does not do it. Yamaha Suzuki does not do it. Yamaha might. Spoiler alert, a new video that will come out either before or after this one. I don't know when I'll get it published, but Yamaha has just come to the table with a 250 2-stroke off-road bike. It's the YZ250X, right? I'll roll in a picture of it. We are super stoked about this one. They did it already with the 4-stroke. It's the YZ250FX. And it's a 4-stroke off-road racing bike like these, and then they did the same thing with the 2-stroke, which tells you something. Yamaha has taken note. KTM has been slaughtering it in the off-road market, and Yamaha is like, you know what? We could do that. So they went out, they put in a 250 2-stroke motor with a wide ratio transmission, like these wide ratio transmissions.
18-inch wheel.
18-inch wheels on the back.
Tuck the pipe in closer. Wide, like you said, wide tranny, and we love the YZ250.
And why? Why is Yamaha doing that? Why did they do that with a 2-stroke off-road bike? Because they are like, you know what? 2-strokes are not dead. They're still a great option. And people are buying them in people are buying these KTMs and the betas and the gases in droves. So we should probably get in on that action. So props to Yamaha for giving us choices, and it's all about choices, Sam.
I'll tell you what, one thing the 4-stroke revolution did is it gave us some crazy awesome innovations in motors. And the 4-stroke motors are freaking amazing. Dirt bikes in the last 10, 15 years have improved a lot. And what we want is for those improvements to continue to happen in the 4-stroke and in the 2-stroke market. But we do want choices and we do want innovation.
Yeah. We want to have choices out in the industry. We want to keep 4-strokes. We want that technology to keep advancing. We want 2-stroke technology to keep advancing. Maybe that's going to be direct fuel injection. I'm not sure that I'm on the fence on that, because I don't want if 2-strokes become fuel injected, and it could make it heavy and expensive.
Yep.
But you know, so we'll just kind of let that one simmer there for a little bit. Probably going to happen sooner or later. But for now, we're just happy to have the choices. We're happy to be able to do this. If you guys have a dirt bike, just consider yourself lucky, because it is a privilege to be able to get out and ride, whether you're on a 4-stroke, which is going to be amazing, a 2-stroke, which is going to be amazing. Find something that makes you smile. For me, the reason why I'm riding a 2-stroke is when I'm out on my 4-stroke, I really, really love it. But when I'm out on my 2-stroke, I can't stop smiling and I giggle inside my helmet. And that's why I'm doing it. Now, if you have a 450 or a 350 or a 250 4-stroke that makes you giggle and smile, grin ear to ear, then stick with that bike and keep riding it and just love it, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, the 2-stroke probably doesn't make me faster. I'm probably slower on a 2-stroke. But like Kyle said, at the end of the day, you know, it's what I get excited about. It's what makes my engine fire, essentially. So, you know, we don't hate 4-strokes. We love them. But at the end of the day, it's just our personal choice.
Thanks for watching the video series. I think this is probably where we'll let the 4-stroke versus 2-stroke lie. In a lot of other videos, we'll be doing comparisons. It's not necessarily to say that one bike or one platform is better than the other. We're just comparing bikes so that you can see the differences between the different models. So, thanks for watching.
I think that's pretty good.